Hello, everyone. So, one thing that I really enjoy doing as of late is I do like to garden once in a while. I live in an apartment, so it's kind of hard to have a real gardening space. But I mean, you can always do indoor plants, and my mom has a yard, and you've seen the way she decorates it. She's pretty into that, and so my Grammy loves to garden, and her outdoors she likes making it look pretty too. And being in an apartment, like I said, there's not a lot of opportunities to garden or spaces. My apartment doesn't have a space for that. It doesn't have a lot of yard space. There's more of like a parking lot in the complex. And but I can have like an indoor plant on my counter and whatnot. And I actually got some stuff to garden. I thought we could do that today and plant some plants. I have some potting soil. I have a little pot and a plate and a spoon and some zinnia seeds. It's a canary bird. It's a poplar zinnia with bright yellow blossoms that reach 4 inches in width. It's easy to grow, attracting bees and butterflies. I wouldn't mind butterflies. I don't really want bees. I'm allergic. But it's a long blooming flower. And you can add it to your flower garden over the entire season. It takes 7 days, 7 to 10 days to like germinate, so grow out of the soil. It needs like 75 to 78 degrees Fahrenheit weather, which is about the temperature in Maine in the summer. And it needs like full sun, a planting depth, and some plant spacing. So I'm going to actually plant this in the pot and get it started to germinate. And then what I'll probably end up doing is giving it to my mom. Eventually I want to get like a lavender plant or like a basil plant or something that I can put on my counter. I had an aloe vera plant, but he died. I want to get another one. I was surprised I killed that off. I don't have the biggest green thumb, but I find gardening fun and relaxing. And so I am going to plant this in a pot to get it started and then give it to my mom. Because like I said, this one, it needs full sun. And I don't know how well it'll grow inside. So, but I like to garden. And like I said, I miss doing it. So Mom got me a plant in a pot, and we're going to do that. And, hi there. We have company. Bear's jumping up. He likes attention. He likes to give love bites lately to kind of like, hey, pet me kind of thing. So like I said, we're getting this started. I find this fun to do in an apartment to get something started and like a little cardboard thing and kind of watch it grow. And then you can always plant it outdoors. Depending on the plant, you can put it in your counter. Or you could just give it away to people to kind of get that gardening experience in an apartment. Because I used to be able to garden at my mom's a little. Can't say I did it all the time because I don't have a super green thumb. Like, my mom's great at lawn decorating. My Grammy has a green thumb. My mom has plants that grow. She likes low maintenance plants. But she can garden like a little. So I'm just gonna pour some of these in. Then I'm gonna put a little more soil. So I figured I'd get this started for Mom, because I do miss it. I think it's fun once in a while. It's not an everyday activity for me, just because, like I said, I don't have a green thumb. I've tried so many times with plants. The only plant I think I've successfully grown is actually, is oddly enough, purple green beans. They actually sell green beans that they look purple. And so I call them purple green beans. I don't know if that's actually what they're supposed to be called. But I grew those successfully. And let me tell you, I was so proud of them things. I was like, I'm a gardener now. Because I kept one plant alive. But yeah, gardening's fun. I think even if you have trouble keeping the plants alive, it's fun. And it's cool to try to keep something alive. I'm good with like cats and things like that, but flowers for me, they just don't. even though I enjoy doing it and I find it fun to have garden and try to, they just don't always live. I don't know if it's I overwater them or underwater them or something, because different plants do require different care. But I think the zinnia will look really cute. And like I said, since this one needs full sun, I don't particularly see it being a plant that can really stay in my apartment. But we may get a different one. We might do a few gardening videos. I mean, maybe I'll get like a basil plant or something, put on my counter, and we can plant those together. I just thought a gardening video would be fun today. Something different. But we'll put a little more. I don't think I need as much soil as I have here. And there is a little plate to catch water until it does start to germinate. I will need to clean my table after. Here we go. And that's our little plant, and hopefully those grow pretty well. And that's kind of it for today. I figured I'd show you guys a little cool thing, and I think that's cool to do in the summer with kids, because if you start it off inside in a little cardboard pot and it can start growing, then you can transplant it outside, dig a hole, put it there once it starts to push above the soil, and your kids can watch it grow, for those that have kids, or anyone you babysit, or even adults, like I said. And the plate down below will catch water until it really starts to grow and becomes a stronger plant to survive outside. And so we're gonna put this, since it needs more sunlight, I'm gonna put it over here near my desk, because I feel like that's where she's gonna get the most sun. And I'm gonna put my cord down so my plant has a space, a temporary space. My desk area though is getting like so crowded. But I think that's more or less because like I have my headphones up there instead of on the headphone hook. Because my cat used to like to attack my chair, and I found a solution with a cat scratching post, and he actually has been using it. So I was all proud of myself. I was like, cool, a $2 solution. I like to play with them at night too. I'll probably post a video trying out some new toys, because I like to do that and review the different cat toys out there and the brands. But he's spoiled. Bear is spoiled. I'm actually getting a second one like him, hopefully soon. We got him from one breeder, and I prefer getting I've gotten a lot of rescues in the past, and usually I prefer to go that route, rather than getting a cat from a breeder. But I ended up getting him from a breeder, and there's somebody else we know that has another cat, simply because I really like the breed. My mom's cat, Buddy, is the same breed, and he's actually related to Buddy, and Buddy's like my best friend, and he used to like to follow me everywhere I was at Mom's, but he didn't like apartment living. He's not into that. So I missed my Buddy, so I ended up buying his younger brother, I guess you could say, because they have the same parents. They're just like litters apart, like 4 years difference in the litter. But they were brothers, and I enjoy the breed a lot. So, but we know somebody else. We've heard of other breeders that have kittens, and I'd like to get him a friend. And so I found a few other breeders. I'm hoping to get another one soon. But we'll probably end the video here. I'll show you guys where I put the plant so it can get some sun. I made a space on my desk. That there is my younger brother. I have his baby picture up. But yeah, that's my plant. You can see my headphones. My younger brother and me were really close growing up. And so when he was a baby, I had that little flower picture frame. And somebody got it for me, and I was so proud to be a big sister. It's like an old frame. And my mom ended up giving me his baby picture, and I wanted to show it off to all my friends because I was like 6-ish when he was born. And I was excited. So Mom gave me that as a kid with it, and I got to put his little picture in it, and I carried it with me even as an adult, every apartment I go to, just because I remember that as a kid. I was all excited. I was like, look, that's my brother, to all of my friends, to every kid in school. And so I keep it on my desk just because my younger brother is really sweet and thoughtful. Like, that's what he got me for Christmas. Because he knew I liked the wild thornberries as a kid. He picks out the coolest gifts, and he remembers what everybody likes, and so I think he's a cool kid. He'll always be a kid to me just because I'm his big sister. So I keep that there. And everyone, I had friends that visit, and they're like, you don't have kids, right? There's a baby picture. They're like, is that you? And I'm like, no, that was my brother. My baby picture actually is like all the way up here, and oh goodness. There was some family resemblance there. So I keep that on my fridge too. So yeah, I'm going to put my flower right there next to my brother's picture. And the window's right there, so it should get some full sun. And like I said, I think that's it for this video. It was just kind of a short gardening video. And I want you guys to leave me a comment for those of you that watch this. And tell me what your favorite flower is to garden and plant. I'd be really interested to know that. My favorite flower is a daisy. And on that note, bye everyone. Get to planting.